We are live.
We are live, baby.
We had our noisy snacks for Mr. Colton Sloan.
Yeah, we figured we better eat them before. I currently have a piece of ground beef stuck in my sinuses, so that will come out at some point. We might have to trim this part.
No, this is Colton's dream soundscape. We're doing this just for him. Coughs and snacks.
I'm trying to hammer my ground beef.
We're not cutting this. We are here with... We might have to cut this. No, this is way too funny. No one's listening to this. We are back with episode...
Yeah, I rubbed my
14.
titty on the mic.
Yeah, episode 14. I think we've got all of Colton's sound requests out of the way.
Yeah.
Hacking, coughing. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I need any more in me.
I think you need a little bit of fluid in you. So we're back with episode 14, and we're going to do a little prediction / overview of Manitoba's strongest man.
And?
Woman.
Are we going to start with that, or can I tell you some news?
I love news.
I have some pretty kind of huge news.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I wasn't allowed to tell anybody, so until today, I got the green light to tell a little bit today. I can't tell a lot.
Okay.
But...
this is going one of two ways.
Which way? You want to guess?
I'll let you say.
So I actually got approached for a fairly large sponsorship for Strongman. It's a new company coming, kind of breaking into Canada. They're big in the UK. They're similar to Cerberus. And they're sponsoring 12 athletes in Canada, and they chose me for one of them.
No way.
Yeah, it's going to come with a big kit, like a $1,500 kit. And it's a company that really wants to give back to athletes that are working class athletes. Like they're not chasing. They have some big names in their sponsorship program already, like big names. And then so they're just breaking into Canada. Their business will be open July 1st, and I know the owner fairly well. And he calls me up one day and they're like, we got to talk. I'm like, okay, whatever. He's like, can we video chat? I'm like, that's weird, but sure.
You can figure out Microsoft Teams?
Yeah. No, it was Instagram video.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. And then he calls me with that, and I was like, I'm not going to lie, I broke down in tears. I'm like, why me? I'm nobody. Like, who the hell am I? So... But yeah,
that's pretty.
Yeah, it was pretty huge. It's
that is none of the things I was going to say. That you guys are pregnant or you have cancer. There was no.
No, I don't have.
There's none of the two.
Thanks for believing in me. Such a supportive friend. Well, I knew you could do something big.
I would have expected you to kind of tell me something about that. But
I wanted to, and I asked him specifically. I'm like, can I tell Andrew? He's like, we gotta fuck with him. Like,
who is this?
I can't even say the guy's name yet. Yeah.
And he's from the UK?
No. He bought the business in Canada. So it's like Cerberus. Cerberus UK, Cerberus Canada,
okay.
Lansad, Cerberus
Well, because
Canada.
we said like the owner, I'm like,
yeah.
How does the owner know me?
So since Cerberus pulled out, it left a hole in that style of company, right?
Okay. Is it a similar person running it?
No.
Oh.
So.
Friend of the show?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know who's running it, but I'll ask you off air. But that is very exciting.
No, it's huge. It's
Gord,
it's a full...
Gord Malfson, sponsored athlete.
Yeah, nobody.
Dang.
Mr. Gord, nobody.
Well, way to steal the show.
So yeah, no, but it's like a working class. They want to... Their whole...
You don't work.
Guys, I don't even know how to explain it.
They want blue-collar guys. They want blue-collar guys.
July 1st.
As Mr. Loaf would tell us, he wants blue-collar guys, not white-collar guys. So that's awesome, man.
And there's lots of athletes. Like, you'll know most of the athletes once we reveal all our names. It's like no-brainer guys.
I would imagine. So is it mostly like weight class pros?
Well, that's exactly their angle, is like who sponsors people other than your big names, your Max Boudreaux's, your this and that. Yeah. And that's what a lot of this SBDs and that, you're not getting money unless you're somebody big. And
well, that's
like, we don't want that.
That's the unfortunate thing with the circuit, is that now, like, there's a lot of guys who are coming up and on the up and up, but most of these big companies are full on their rosters.
Yeah.
I know a couple people who I'm close with went to CSM last year, were promised the moon, and nothing materialized. And it's a shame when you look at some of these athlete lists and a lot of people are inactive, and
Yeah.
not to say they don't deserve it, but when you have people up and coming who are being denied sponsorships,
Yeah.
it's unfortunate to see.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see that fresh blood coming
Yeah,
in.
I think it's going to catch fire.
That's
is what
fantastic. Because
feel
really,
like,
I mean,
yeah.
we lost Cerberus, you lost Evolution.
Yeah.
And, both for reasonable things, right? People are
Yep.
busy, they got to shut things down. But it's nice, because I know that was a big worry for a lot of people. It's like, well, who's going to be doing anything now
Yeah,
in Canada?
exactly.
So it's
'Cause
nice to
SBD
see something step up.
And I think they want to build this team and the whole group more like a family, like
Yeah.
athletes supporting athletes. Where you see the SBD guys, they get their kit, they do their video with their pink sleeves or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's the last you hear of my team. You know what I mean? Team
Yeah.
SBD. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
it's
don't
more
really
about,
hear
it's
that.
more around the hype and the drops
Yeah,
and stuff.
give me the drops, and then you don't hear from them. They put sponsored by SBD, and that's kind of and he's taking input from all of us. What do we want to do? How do we want to be?
More content driven.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
And part of it is SBD and those guys give back cents to the athlete, and they want to give back dollars. So you're going to get a bigger cut of people that use your codes or whatever and stuff like that.
That'd be kind of nice.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
I
really
can't
want-
say a whole lot, because I love all my SBD stuff. If they ever wanted to reach out, I'd be so happy. But really, at this point, I'm like, I would take anything. But
Yeah.
also, I have everything I need.
Yeah,
But I mean, for you, like, I know you go through gear. You're hard on your stuff.
I love gear.
You're hard on your stuff. So that is
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, and they're going to be
So
they're
when
going to
is, and this goes till
July
July 1st?
Yeah.
Canada Day. Nice.
yeah,
Very
yeah.
exciting.
So yeah, I think it'll be
Wow.
pretty fun. They're all about owning your story. So
Yeah.
every athlete's story is
Well,
what's
I
important.
mean, I'm
to them.
sworn to secrecy now, so I'll just have to ask you off air all the details. Because I think I know who might be running this, and I'd like to confirm that.
I'm curious. Yeah.
I have a couple ideas.
Yeah.
But it's more that you know them and I know them. So
Right. But yeah, no, that was pretty exciting. So
Yeah, that's-
I can't wait to really lay it all
were
out.
you able to tell Joe?
Yes.
Okay. I see how it is.
Yeah. No, it's pretty
Having a
fun.
bro code, man.
It's fun because we already got this. We got a group chat going with all the sponsored athletes, and it's just
So
like
there's a
everybody's
dozen of
waiting.
you?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
And
12 athletes
are you
across
guys all
Canada.
masters, or kind of like a
No,
group?
no, most of
That's
them are guys.
unreal.
No, I'm probably the only master.
Oh,
Yeah.
isn't that special?
Yeah. Yep.
Are you like a good lifter or something? Like, that's
I
pretty
lifted-
exciting.
I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, apparently you're
They
good
see
enough to get
something in me.
sponsored.
Must be my face.
Must be. Must be a
Must be his
podcast.
deadly
It's a
beard.
podcast. But who has a
It
podcast?
is, yeah.
And this is what. This
Well, that
is
was
what
part of
we're
it too. He's like, "Hey, I want you to talk about it on the podcast." Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it on the podcast.
I'm like, "What can I say?
Is he sending-
Don't say this. Don't say that." He's
Is he-
pretty bossy.
Is he sending you a flag?
I hope so.
Put it in the back there.
That's what we're gonna
Pretty
need.
good.
I'm gonna need a flag.
We need a flag. Yeah, flag, maybe like a coffee cup.
Yeah.
We'll
Oh,
plug
don't
it.
worry. We're gonna get some gear.
We'll get some blood sport. That's pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah. No, I was
when this
fucking-
mystery investor human being, humanoid lizard person, whenever they're revealed, maybe we'll have to get them on once we
Yeah.
eventually figure out
Yeah.
how to do three-way calls.
Yes, we're
I'm
gonna.
still working on it. I don't have that much
I was looking
time
at some
yet.
gear today. I'm like, oh, if we gotta upgrade gear, what's it gonna cost us? And
I feel like we
maybe,
could- I feel like
maybe
we
the
could do it with a
sponsor will
Zoom
kick
call.
in, upgrade the
Oh.
gear a little bit there.
I'll just walk in along and quit and be like, "Do you know who I am? Give me the things."
Maybe we'll just get Denzel's stuff off him because I haven't seen a podcast come out of his basement in a while, eh?
It's been
Denzel? Huh?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Denzel, when are you doing stuff, man?
Just
We'll
sell
talk
us
to
the stuff,
him on
Denzel.
Monday.
Yeah.
No, don't sell it. Just give it. In exchange,
You sponsor us by just
Denzel,
letting us borrow your equipment.
I will personally cover Denzel's drop-in feed iron image.
Yeah?
In exchange,
You know what? I'll pay half.
You know what? Yes, we'll personally sponsor your
They're not paying
drop-in
our
fee.
We're going to smuggle them in.
Absolutely.
Hope Tom's not listening.
No. Man, that's awesome. That's
Yeah, no, it was,
Yeah, I mean,
like, completely
I don't want to
shocking,
rush through this now, but I want to pick your brain off air now. So I'm gonna try to refocus here from that bomb of.
Well, he was
news.
shocked because he asked me, he said something about something, and assuming I had told people, and I'm like, no, you told me not to tell anybody, so I haven't told anybody. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, that's, you asked me to do something, that's what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm not I won't tell anybody, but 10
I'm blue
people.
collar. I know how to take directions.
I don't leave and go, hey, guess what? Don't tell anybody.
I'm just saying.
but if
for
I-
the
yeah.
record, I work in the trucking industry, in the office, but
Yeah, straight on the podcast.
that's so exciting.
Gord told me.
Yeah, Gord told me.
Don't tell anybody, guys. Don't tell anybody.
Keep this on the DL. All 33 of you who watch on YouTube. I don't actually know. I've never looked at the Spotify metrics. I'm sure we get more listeners on Spotify than on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
probably why we don't grow. I don't post anything.
Yeah.
I don't check metrics.
You locked me out of the Instagram, so I can't even.
You said specifically you didn't want to be in there.
I think I'm gonna have to be now.
You think you want to be in there now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna have to make some videos.
Some more content.
Garrett, any underwear pics in there, you're blocked.
Well, the thing is that Garrett will have 2 conversations with you in 2 different accounts.
Oh, he does. He answers me on a different platform.
To be fair, we pick on Garrett a lot.
We do.
He's not the only one who does that to me. There are multiple people where I will have. Well, actually, yeah, there's multiple people where I'll have multiple conversations with. No.
No.
I'm too lazy to do it.
That's not worth
Just
it.
Garrett.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. Or they don't.
It's
Maybe
Shelby.
they don't. I don't know. It's Shelby, yes, all the time.
What are we having for dinner on Instagram? Andrew answers on Snapchat, and then he texts her.
Absolutely.
Pretty much,
And I
yeah.
send it in 4 different group chats.
Can I get ice cream? I just want ice cream. When the fuck do we get ice cream?
You know what? Never know.
Never know.
Never. You know, we're going to eat ice cream the day before Strong Mania, and
Yeah,
we're
baby.
invited over for a Sunday bar. The Friday of Strong Mania.
Before? Okay, Friday I can
You're not
handle.
competing.
Well, no, if I have the dairy, I'm still going to have to be close to the bathroom.
Oh.
And I don't just have a little bit of the dairy, I have all the dairy.
We'll have all the dairy.
And then it's like a time bomb. Like you have a
Lactate.
certain
I'll
amount of
get some
time.
lactate. We'll be fine.
I might as well try it.
Yeah, might as well. We'll try it out and see what happens. Well, after 11 minutes of Gord's sponsorship, that's
Yeah.
some good airtime.
That was good airtime.
Whoever mysterious lizard Zuckerberg man is sponsoring you.
Mysterious business, mysterious.
Yes. It's like it's just like this shadowy figures Gord. It's like a voice modulator. I would like to sponsor you. $1,500. How does that sound to you?
Yeah. First, you have to cut off your hand. What? Whoa! This went so fast. You want to play a game? There will be $1,500 in it for you. Take it. Take it.
That is substantially more than your price.
Yeah, I'm pretty cheap actually. Shoot
okay.
low with me.
So I guess we'll start off.
right.
Tyler was polite
Nice
enough to send us the roster.
Yep.
Real nice, and also great episode from them this
Yeah,
past
it was a
week.
good
Went
episode,
through
yeah.
everything. So good to see you guys back. I know Tyler, Jan, I know you're busy. We do like to see your podcast when you have time. But it was a nice recap. Good to see them back at it. Dogs are nice to have in there, but so he was nice enough to send us this. So we're gonna run through the list. Let's see here.
The girls' list is smaller. You might want to start
Yeah,
with
I'm
them.
trying to pick them through here. Okay, so for Manitoba's Strongest Woman, we have our very own Michelle Kamenik.
Yep.
Gonna crush it.
Gonna crush it.
We got Emma Grimolfsson.
Also, gonna crush it.
She better.
She better. So she's getting beat up.
Her dad's sponsored athlete now. It's gotta be.
Her dad's a big deal.
We've got
If she disappoints or embarrasses me, she's dead.
Kim-
That's what I always told the kids. You guys you can do anything you want, just don't embarrass me.
there we go. We got Kim Cornelson. No relation to the Cornelson.
The winner of the novice.
The winner of the
girls.
novice show. Great to see her top in there.
Oh, yeah.
Is that 2 years in a row now? The winner of the novice show. Because Aaron won last year.
Winner?
Didn't she?
Yeah, that's probably right.
So it's 2 in a row.
Yep.
That's great. We have
Yeah, her and Darcy came out last night and tried out the squat to blocks thing there we got set up. So
our defending champion and very own Jocelyn Grimolfsson.
JoJo.
We have Aaron Penner, Shelby's bestie. We've
Just a
got
ball of energy, that girl.
Nicole Horseman. Was she at the novice show?
That's
as
Chris
well?
Weeb's wife.
Chris Weeb's wife. Yes.
Yep.
I know people
Yeah,
by
the
their
name throws
Instagram
me.
handles.
Well, yeah, when the name sees, it throws me off a little bit too. I'm like, oh no.
But I think her
that's Nicole,
Instagram
yeah.
handle was like being a modern mama. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what your name is. I just know your Instagram handle.
Yeah. Hey, you're known as.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, no, that's awesome to see her jump in and
Yeah,
just,
that's awesome.
because it's a heavy show. Most people would get scared,
It
and that's
is a heavy
that's
show.
balls that I wish I had before. Because I've actually skipped out of the strongest man just because I thought, no, I'm not strong enough. And I'm thinking back, I should not have thought like that. I should have just went in. I'll take a zero.
But
I
to be
don't
fair,
care.
too, we needed your refereeing skills.
That's true. Yeah.
The other thing is, and like,
Me kicking around. Me
quick
chasing
segue is
things.
that you do need volunteers for this show.
You do.
You
and I
can't
think we're
have
still a little bit
everyone
short,
doing
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, but right back to the roster. Don't want to get too sidetracked. We got Madison Cernowski. I believe she was also at the
She did the
novice show.
novice.
She's from
and
Iron
she did
Age.
Tolstoy.
Yes.
Yep. She's married to Cam.
Oh, okay, perfect. We have Miss Anna Fund.
Miss Anna Fun. Yeah, she's gonna smash it.
Yes. Speaking of
We're gonna
blue
be-
collar, strong
yeah.
man.
It's big farmers, big jerk there. The 245 or something today.
Something like that.
Birthday jerk.
Yes. Happy birthday,
That
Anna.
sounds weird. Happy birthday, Anna.
Yeah. You want to sing?
No. No, dog. I'm
Okay.
not feeling it today. That ground beef's still lingering in my
So that would be, how many is that? That's 1, 2, I wasn't counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 women. Is that more or less or about the same as
I
last
think
year?
about the same. One
One
more
more?
than last year?
Okay, so there you go. That's some growth. And a couple noticeable names missing.
Yeah, Ariel.
Ariel, Mara. Does Mara just
Mara
done?
hasn't, she's kind of taken a year off, I think, yeah.
Okay.
Working lots and, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope she comes back, though. She always had the 50-plus OSG on her radar. And I think she's getting close to that now.
So just kind of focusing more on
yeah,
that than
I think
anything.
that'll
That's fair.
click back into gear once that becomes close there. I think that fire will get lit again.
Yeah, fair enough.
And she'll be back.
No, it's interesting. Like I said, but good to see new, fresh names. I mean, I think
Yeah.
that of the roster, only Michelle, Jocelyn, and Anna are returning. Did Aaron
I
compete
would
last
say.
year?
Nope.
So yeah,
No,
you're-
last year's podium was
so-
Joss.
No, was Aaron in the show last
No,
year?
not at all. No.
Okay, so then, yeah, you've got
Yep.
almost all brand new faces. This is brand new to MSM.
Yep.
MSM/MSW. So
Yep.
that's awesome. We'll hop over to the guys before we start going through the events. So we got Josh Clements from Sport Manitoba Fitness. I don't know him.
No, and I do, there was 2 guys Tyler texted me that weren't coming, and I feel like he was one of them.
Okay.
Josh and that Singh.
Navjot.
Yeah.
Okay.
didn't
So
ask why.
maybe Josh is there, maybe Josh isn't. I don't know anything about him.
Yep.
We've got Mr. Michael Thrones.
Yeah. That's a little bit of a nice one. I think he's done it before. I want to say.
I don't know.
I know he jumped in on a 120 show.
I want to know who he's going to trust to run the live stream, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Because his usual delegate is in here, too.
Yeah.
Either that or he's going to be a madman and run both.
Yep.
He is crazy enough to do it.
He is crazy enough to do it.
And
To
capable
run back and
enough
forth. Hold on. Hold that thought. I got to go lift some weights.
just the camera angle.
Martin,
So,
sit here.
If anyone's going to pull it off, it's Thrones.
Yeah.
Like his streams are so darn good.
Yeah.
We got Mr. Chris Weeb throwing his hat in once again.
Yeah. Be nice to see. He's always a warrior. Like
he
he's
battles.
just, he doesn't care. He goes in there no matter what. And he's gotten just nothing but better and better and
I
better.
would also say, though, that's just Manitoba athletes.
Yeah.
In general. Like, just not to paint everyone with a broad brush, but, like, I can't think of anyone in Manitoba who doesn't just fight.
Yeah.
they're-
And it shows. Like, those fighters show. Like, he's 100%
He's
better strongman
scrappy.
than he was last year for
Oh,
sure. And it's
100%.
already,
We got
leaps and bounds
Mr.
every year.
Darcy Rintoul.
Yeah, he's a tool.
Yeah. Strong, though.
He's strong, yeah.
In the novice show.
Yeah.
Made some noise.
Mr. Bodybuilder wants to be a strong man.
Yeah. He's somehow able to do it.
Yeah, we'll learn him up. They came over yesterday, yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to teach him how to squat.
Another name I'm not familiar with is Marjan Perrick. You were saying he's a large guy at a brick house?
I think he was at Tolstoy. The name sounds
Okay,
familiar.
I
Don't
wasn't
quote
at
me on
Tolstoy,
that.
so I'm
And
not
I
too sure.
believe it's scroll across there. It says what gym they're from.
Brick house.
Is it Brick House?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a brick house guy.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
okay.
I think he was a pretty big dude.
Okay.
I feel like 120.
You're thinking here Mr. Navjot Singh's not doing it anymore?
That's
More
what
or
I'm
less?
told. Yeah. That's
Okay,
what
so he
Tyler
was
said,
out
yeah.
of shapes. I don't know anything about the
Yeah.
guy.
So who knows?
Very own Mr. Gord Grimolfson.
That's me. Woo! My first.
He'll be the only sponsored athlete.
I wonder if I'll
in
be the
roster.
oldest athlete too.
You gotta be.
Yeah,
Well,
no, you don't have to say it
how
like
old's
that.
Darcy?
He's like 36. Yeah. I'm like, oh, you must be getting close. I'm 36 or something. And I'm like,
Sorry, Darcy.
yeah, totally profiled you there, bro. Sorry.
Yeah. Oops.
It's the years. It's wisdom. No,
exactly.
he's just a little gray in his beard. And
He's got
I'm
the
just
gray
like,
that
yeah, he's,
throws
just,
you off.
he's a man's man, you know? And
Exactly,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, okay, whatever.
There's
You're
no way
obviously,
that guy's under 45.
Yeah.
You know.
We all know that we get better looking as we get older. You're going to be good looking one day too, I'm sure of it.
Silver Fox. Yeah, you did think I was 35, you weirdo.
It's just an oldie chaser. I like this one. He's
Owen
old.
Corrigan.
Ooh.
Owen Corrigan out of Iron Age. I don't think he's done a strongman show this year, has he?
Yeah, I don't even know who he is. So,
He did.
did he do a strongman show before?
He's done a couple things.
Okay.
I know he's a powerlifter out of Iron Age.
Right. It's killing me
think
not
he-
eating those nerds right now.
Eat some nerds.
I did that for
Go
you,
it.
Colton. I hope you know that.
He already got Colton got his fill. You had to pay for more. Become a member.
Sponsor.
Yeah, exactly.
Colton can sponsor the show.
Yeah. That's a separate website for your chewing noises.
That's right. I'll send those personally. Tomorrow's breakfast, Colton. I'll send you a 10-minute video.
I'm sure he'll love that.
It'll be like a video that I'll find some way that you can't shut it off. Like you won't be able to click through it. No. Smash the phone.
Just call him at work.
Yeah.
Find his work number and call him. He can't hang up on you. We
Find out
got
what he does and inquire
Cameron
while chewing.
Richo Ross.
Yeah, that's Madison's.
Yeah.
He's a strong dude too.
He won the novice show.
He won the novice show.
Yes. Right, so he had two cams on the podium. My Cam and
Your
Iron
Cam
Age
is
Cam.
that
Yes.
Cam. Yeah, that's a strong dude. He'll be looking for that third spot for sure.
We got Mr. Dan Cadger.
Mr. Dan. Yep.
Yeah, strongest mustache in Western Manitoba.
Yeah, he's looking
Or
good.
Western Canada, period. We got Mr. Nate Paul with his disgusting smoothies.
Well, what was that about? I didn't catch.
I
There's
hate
a story.
raw eggs.
Yeah.
He was blending them, and I was like, just eat the eggs.
Yeah, cook them, eat
Just
them.
scramble them. They're delicious. And he's like, I was running out the door. And I was like, no, just eat the eggs.
Throw in a raw chicken fillet there. And
Yeah, sure.
might as well really go good.
Altogether,
If you
right?
want an
Whatever.
infection, that's the way to go, Nate.
I'm sure they're safe, but I'm just disgust. Just the texture.
Yeah,
And
no, slimy.
Well, here's
yeah.
the thing. So actually, we were watching this.
But did he have blueberries in there?
Yeah. It was banana, blueberries, a bunch of stuff. Anyways, it was
Breakfast
just
yeah,
disgusting.
that's weird.
But
You're a weird dude,
This is
Nate.
weird. No, this is weirder. So, I grew up in the era of watching day in the life eating videos. So when
Yeah.
Brian Shaw posts a new one, and I'm
Right.
like, I'm always curious to see what Brian's doing because he changes things up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
His last meal of the night is a shake.
Mm-hmm.
It is 2 or 3 scoops of his mass gainer product.
Like he
Chocolate
needs
brownie.
mass gainer.
Hang on. And
7,000
all that
calories.
it is mixed in is 8 whole eggs.
That's the liquid.
That is a liquid.
That's
No
disgusting.
water, no milk, nothing.
That is
Eggs
disgusting.
and mass gainer.
Wow.
And just it's like brownie batter. I'm like, I'm sure it is. It's still disgusting.
I don't want to drink brownie batter.
No.
Cook my brownie.
Yeah, if I
Like,
wanted
I
brownie,
want
it's
to
like,
eat the brownie
this is-
after
this-
it's cooked. I'll eat it.
I
Yeah.
can go on this rant, but I'm like, why make things
Gross.
like okay? You know, I don't care how many people tell me it's good. I will not believe it. These people who eat the beef with like bananas and honey and blueberries, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Just no.
No.
Tell me you hate yourself. Like, enjoy your burger. Enjoy your steak.
I think we found
Then
it.
go
We
and
found a
enjoy your
nerve.
blueberries. Yeah. I'm like, just stop putting random shit together to be sensationalized. Just
Yeah.
eat normal food.
Well, that's what it's for, the likes,
Oh,
right?
makes me so mad.
Clickbait.
Like, you
You got
can't
suckered
convince
on
me
the
that's
clickbait.
good. You can't convince me that's good.
Do you think they made that video to upset people?
I don't know. There's a whole bunch of people who do that now. Well, actually, did you see Liver King's like going to Austin, Texas right now? He's like been tweaking out. He's posted like a different video about how he's going to fight Joe Rogan.
Wow.
And apparently got arrested now. You gotta go look at like the last 6 reels on his on his Instagram.
Okay, I'll
it's
take
just
a look,
him
yeah.
like tweaking out. Like, his mouth's blue, his eyes like this direction. It's wild.
Weird.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
looks like he's just been on a meth infused bender.
Wow.
People are like, where's his
Or is
family?
this his new thing to get attention?
I don't know.
It's
He
maybe
looks,
working,
it
'cause
actually,
it didn't work
let's
for
put
me.
it
I'm
this
gonna go
way.
look, yeah.
I've driven downtown Winnipeg enough to know what it looks like.
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah.
That's that. Yeah. Anyways, Nate, eat your breakfast like a normal person.
Yeah, just cook your damn eggs, Nate. Eat your blueberries like a man.
Everyone's favorite, Martin Demarov.
Martin. Lucky we don't have a 5K in that.
I know he'd smoke us.
I'd be toast.
Yeah, the guy's fast.
Half a marathon he did.
I know.
Was it half or 10 or
Something
what was
like
it?
that. I don't know. He's
Whatever.
speedy.
I
He's
stopped
speedy.
listening because I'm like, that's dumb.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah.
Too much running, but good for him.
Good for him, though. Definitely
Throwing his
good.
hat in as usual.
Yep.
I'm not entirely sure why this name is on there, but Ryder is signed up.
You might have to talk to your athlete.
I may have to have a word
Because there
with
might have
him.
been some prep involved in his training.
So, Ryder,
Just text him. Let's call him.
honestly, do you have on Instagram?
I think so. Here, let me
Where's
see.
your Instagram? Well, yes, it'll
Is he
be-
going to answer if I call or should you call?
I'll call. Well, he'll answer. We'll see. If he doesn't pick up on this one, we'll try on yours. Let's see, which one is it? The Strongman Rider or the
Strongman Rider here.
The Strongman Rider is Ken.
Well, whatever. You know what? We'll talk to. We'll see.
Top corner. Waiting. Ryder, if you're listening. Well,
I don't think he's
ain't
answering.
answering.
Oh, maybe. Wait,
Ryder man,
Ryder,
it's
you're
your
on the
coach
podcast
calling.
with me and Gord. So,
You're live, Ryder.
were you gonna tell me you signed up for Manitoba's Strongest Man?
I didn't know I signed up for it.
You're on the list. So we're gonna practice a couple jerks, and we're gonna practice a couple squats, and I guess I'll see you on Sunday in Vita, buddy.
It's this Sunday?
Are you working this weekend?
This is gold.
Okay, I guess your mom signed you up for Manitoba's Strongest Man, buddy. So
Last year got pulled that, okay?
Just call in sick, Ryder. You'll be fine.
No, he's not working. He's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so he'll be there. You better be ready.
Yeah, you're going to be at Manitoba's Strongest Man, I guess, this weekend.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna go ask her about that.
I maybe would, but okay. Well, meet me at the gym tomorrow, maybe after work, and we'll work on a couple things. Because
Give Andrew your mom's number.
I have his mom's number too. You should. Should he come out here and try the squat?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what, Ryder? Do you have plans tomorrow night? Do you have plans tomorrow night?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna pick you up, and we'll go out to Gord's. And we'll get you to practice a couple of implements because otherwise you're just right screwed. You're cooked. You're done. So yeah, I'll pick you up after work tomorrow, probably about like 4 o'clock or whatever. Or when are you off work?
Oh, this is gold.
You're not working tomorrow?
Do something for grad tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get you at like 5 o'clock. So I'll message you.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, bye.
Love you, brother. Give me that fucking thing. Oh, that was. This is gonna be my favorite podcast.
This is my favorite episode. I still need the picture. For those of you who do not know, Ryder is my client. He's 18 years old.
There's 2 guys left. I can't believe that just happened. Okay, yeah.
Speaking of down for anything though, Ryder, that kid will do anything I tell him to.
He's like a young Martin.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
in.
Yep,
Whatever.
I'm in.
So line me up. I'm in.
We got yours truly. You got to
I want
defend
to
it.
eat so bad, but I'm better not.
I'll be honest. I really don't want to do this show. I told Tyler. I told everyone. I'm like, I really don't want to be here. I can't vacate the title. I can't do it.
You can't just give it up.
No. We'll get into that a little later, but I mean, I just couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And finally, rounding out Mr. Mark Schramm, Manitoba Strongman's favorite
Manitoba Strongest
cattle
beef
rancher.
producer.
Yep, Manitoba Strongest beef producer. Strongest
beef.
rancher, strongest cowboy.
Hell of a
Is he
good
a
guitar
cowboy?
player.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
He posts there. He's gonna Mark, bring your guitar.
I don't see things on the algorithm. It's
gonna,
all over the place.
We're gonna sit at the little park there and have a barbecue, and you're playing guitar for us.
Serenade.
I'll bring mine, but I'm only like a ding, bing, ding, bing. I'm getting there.
You can play rhythm guitar.
Yeah, bing, bing.
Yeah, it's
bing,
rhythm.
Bing. Yeah, that's what I can do.
Yeah, bing, bing, bing's a rhythm. As long as you're on time. You're like, bing,
As
bing,
long as I'm
bing,
close,
bing,
yeah. We're gonna
bing,
play this
bing,
in
bing.
7/4 scale.
Yeah,
I
we're
don't
playing
know
in
what that
whatever
means,
I
bro.
say
Yeah.
we're playing it in. So that rounds out the lineup. Pretty solid roster.
Yeah.
A few less
It's
than
gonna be a
last
battle.
year, I think.
Yeah.
I'm
It'll be a
trying to think
battle
if
for
there's-
those bottom
I'm trying to think if there's any
positions.
names, though, that obviously
I thought-
Jeremy,
yeah.
unfortunately, is out
Yeah.
still with his hernia.
I would have thought Trevor Jaworski would have been in too.
Yeah, Blakely.
And Blakely, yeah. Who else is around?
Oh, Blakely did hurt himself at Tolstoy, didn't he?
Yeah.
Right.
He called in, did one event, backed up, and left. In true Blakely style.
A lot of laughing in this episode.
Yeah.
Biggest, most serious competition in Manitoba of the year.
Yeah.
And we're just laughing.
Let's pull up the events too, or do we know them off the top of our head?
I think I know most of them. So we got strongman squat, 2 blocks.
Yeah. That's going to be
Trump
fun.
Style, you got 475 and 550.
Yep.
I'm just
And that's heavyweight. Like, that's
I'm
no
just,
joke weight.
I'm
Yeah.
just glad it's not 600 plus pounds and 30 feet.
Yeah.
long.
Well, for you and Dan, that's like me squatting 315. But for the rest of us, it's like
I'm just
yeah.
happy. I'm just happy it's a regular axle barbell.
Yeah.
There's no forklifts.
How did you find the
involved.
axle on the back though? Like, I guess you've
It's
had the
fine.
4-inch pipe.
Yeah, I've had a 4-inch.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So it's with straps. I mean, anything's better
Yeah,
than
it's
that.
much better
right?
than that. Anything
Yeah.
feels better after that.
Yeah.
Oh, still have nightmares about that squat.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah. And
265 and 315.
and women's is 275, I think. 265, 265.
yes.
Mid
I can pull it up if
200s
you
and
want.
315.
I got it on the board.
You do, yeah, they're up there.
Can't see though. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's true. Need readers.
You need glasses.
Oh.
Glasses. And strong Manitoba.
Then we got the big jerk, I believe, is the next
You're a
one.
big jerk.
I am. It's true. I don't deny this, Gord. You can't hurt me. I already know it.
My feelings
Call me
cannot be
Pete
hurt.
Rabbit. I'm already aware. But yeah, the big jerk is the next one. I believe, or is it?
Well, I don't
There's
know.
a keg
order.
toss
Yeah,
series.
order of events.
There's Max Farmers.
Max Farmers will be fun.
Max Farmers will be fun. And then
I just want to see how
and
that's
then
going to
the
go.
death medley.
The death medley.
Death
yeah.
medley will be the last one to finish up.
Yeah.
I believe
That
the death
looks
medley
pretty rough.
is
300-pound train wheel.
is it a drag
The
and
tire
two
carry,
carries? Tire carry,
tire
a
to drag to
a
train wheel for
carry.
us.
I think the train wheel is a max distance carry? Or is it just a
Probably just a 50 feet for time. I would, unless it's
don't
really
know.
death.
death medley?
Go 3 minutes.
Tyler,
until
are
die.
you trying to kill us?
Yeah. Time cap. 5
Tell
minutes.
us now.
Go to the end.
I'd be actually a sick of that.
Yeah. No, it wouldn't be. I would be like, I'm out.
For someone else to do. Like if
Yeah.
they put it at like Rogue, it'd be like, that's epic.
Yeah.
But
Still trying to
so
find them.
really solid mix of events actually.
Yeah.
Oh, Deloli's not in it. I thought for sure
Yeah,
Max
Deloli's
Farmers
not
would
on
be
there.
in there.
I think he's done every Manitoba Strongest Man ever.
Yeah.
I would say so. Yeah.
To be fair though, long weekend. He's got
Yeah.
kids.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
Probably family
They're
stuff.
always busy. Yep.
And honestly, I'll bet you the long weekend probably played into a little bit of the lower turnout or some of the
Well,
favorite
it's
names
always
missing.
always that weekend.
Nope.
Nope, you're right.
Right, it's usually you competed on the
I
weekend.
know,
it usually
I
is.
know, I
You should know this. It's usually Rumble. Yeah,
My,
that's okay.
my dementia.
Oh.
Did I get sponsored?
Yes.
Oh,
No, I did.
It was me.
It was all me going.
Yeah, the keg and sandbags for the women. Yeah, the women's going to use all sandbags unless
Right.
we bring that keg. What's that keg weigh?
22.
Maybe we can make
22
them
of
throw
it?
it.
Maybe. I don't think the girls will be very happy with it. This is a fat
know
keg.
they'll hate us.
That's a fat keg.
Yeah.
Tyler, I'll talk to you offline. See if he wants a keg for the
We got an
ladies.
idea for you, Tyler.
got a good
You want to
keg.
make things rough.
You might want to drain the beer out of that first, though. It's
Not a hug.
No, just let it spray all over him.
Let it spray.
There's a. Oh, no, can't say that. Well, it'll be a good show. I mean, the squat is. It's heavy.
That squat's going to be fun to see. With
Also,
it's too bad they're not both set up so you can try one.
Yes.
You got to choose ahead of
Thrones-
time and then you're committed to it. I assume.
Thrones would like our help setting heights,
Okay.
just because we're powerlifters.
Yeah.
So they want to just above. But what we're going to do, I think, what I talked to him is we're going to do 2-inch increments.
Okay.
And basically, if you're between them, you go to the lower one,
Yeah.
which is fine. I squat.
Yeah. As long as it's not too far below parallel, or where
It shouldn't be. Shouldn't
Yeah.
be too far below parallel.
Yeah.
But basically, if you're between.
that's kind of dirty. Like
You know,
what I
it'll
mean.
be
Yeah.
like powerlifting.
I would say parallel plus, parallel and above.
And we can have
You
a
know, give or
conversation
take.
on
And
day
it's
of.
strong hands. It's
heavy.
Some events are in your favor being a taller athlete, and some aren't.
It's heavy enough that I think that to make it more of a show, we should go a little above parallel.
Yeah.
I don't care either way.
No, I don't care
Doesn't
either.
make a difference
Yeah.
to me.
I know what
But I
I'm
think
doing,
that just
so-
with the amount of people in there, even with the Trump weight, I'm like, let's go a little above.
How many people do you think are going to hit the Trump? On that list, I don't see.
Myself,
Well,
Dan,
you and Dan, yeah,
you.
obviously.
I think you'll get it.
I don't think I'll go for it.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see.
I don't know. Unless it'll be, what's that? My best squat free ball was 500 for
Oh,
2 or
okay,
3,
so-
and then
I'm
I hit that
gonna put you in as a
550 to the
wild card.
blocks.
I think
Yeah.
you could maybe hit it.
We'll see.
I'm gonna say Thrones gets it just because him and I have the running
Yeah,
joke. of
I
his
believe
poverty,
Thrones.
but
Like as soon as I saw his name on there, I thought, "Oof, that's a guy that's going to be banging on that third place."
Thrones and I have Thrones and I have that running joke about the poverty squat.
Yeah,
I don't know if you ever watched the stream when did the live stream at Total Fortification, but he hits his third squat. He looks at me, he's like, "Am I still a poverty squatter?" And I went, "Yeah, you suck."
you suck, jackass.
Just gotta go back and forth on that. So, but he's been putting a lot of work in on his squat, so I hope it works out for him. I know he's had a couple.
but he's
little,
just generally. I think he's going to be a menace in this show.
Yeah,
like,
we'll see.
he's
He's got a
just-
very good grip.
Yeah.
I think that's why he signed up.
The grip.
I think he wanted to be the Max Farmer.
Okay.
I mean, we were talking about this. Thrones
Yeah.
and I talk a lot.
And I mean,
so.
I don't know how his overhead is, but if the jerk's the jerk. I mean, he's the kind of guy that when he puts his mind to something, he'll break it down and learn.
He's
it.
smart enough. He's
You know what I
athletic
mean? Yeah.
enough.
So
He told me there was one event he wanted to do, and to be fair, when Thrones and I talk, it's like paragraph. Like, I lose track.
the tism is in full swing.
So, well, did I tell you that? So, like, when we were at nationals, like, we got back from the B&B the night before I won.
Yeah.
We talked from 3 o'clock to 11 o'clock, and finally, with the clock, I was like, I have to go to bed. And then we got back. We were 2 hours late to the dinner after because we were talking again.
and
It's
talking,
like,
yeah.
man, I'm like,
Yeah.
we just can't share. Like, Blakely's like coming in. He's like, guys, we gotta go because he's chauffeuring us around.
Yeah.
But we're just yapping the whole time. I think Blakely's just done with both of us. We
Yeah.
just talk so much.
That's funny.
But yeah, I think he'll do well in that. Let me see the list of people again. I'm trying to think of who else. I don't know how Darcy's squat is.
He's a
Strong
bodybuilder.
dude, but yeah,
So
so
we're working on it.
if it's high, it'll be a leg press.
Yeah. But then you add reps, and then there's guys you don't know much about. So.
Yeah, I mean, Ryder could get it. I'm not going to let him go for it.
Yeah.
Because
I thought that's kind of when I seen Ryder's name too. I'm like, that could be a guy that would.
yeah, I'm not.
It's one of those things that if you could take a stab at
I mean,
it.
his best squat
but
was
if
like
you can.
515, but he also didn't wear a belt and didn't struggle. And I'm like, I told you to hit it. I love the kid, but like, just sometimes.
Ryder joy. He just brings us joy.
Oh, so much joy. And just gray hairs. Nate's an okay squatter, is he not?
I don't know. I
Nate
think he was
doesn't
having
post
a.
much.
I think he's okay with the 475.
He'll be okay with 475.
Yeah, but that's a big difference. 475 to
It's a big
550.
weight.
I don't know. Yeah, it just feels like as soon as you grab, like, oof.
Yeah, I mean, I think this
Yeah.
one, Schramm's an okay squatter.
Yeah.
He'd do okay.
No, he's having a hard time with his knee.
Right, his knee's
Yeah.
bugging him. Yeah.
I think he himself said that's a damage control event. So.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
So,
But he could be fibbing too. Who knows? Those
he
Iron
could
Age
be. He
guys.
could be pulling a Sean Hayes, just lying through his teeth. It's okay, but so for sure.
He'll probably come out with a 400 overhead.
Yeah, exactly.
A 400 farmer.
But I'll take the Trump for sure.
Yeah, that's
Dan will
lightweight
take the
for
Trump
me.
for
It's
sure.
lightweight for Dan.
We might be the only Thrones. Like we might be the only 3 to go for it.
I think so.
Honestly, which is fine.
Yeah. I might take a stab at it one more time and just see what it feels
Yeah,
like. I don't know.
I mean, that'll be one of those ones where
My 515 wasn't exactly speedy, so.
no. But
But
honestly,
that was in sleeves, and that's not wrapped, so.
yeah. On paper, I'm a better squatter than Dan.
Yeah.
But I think we can both go for the minute. Like, he might get me on
And
this
that's what's it going to be 1 point?
one. Well, and also quite
Because you're both
frankly,
you're gonna get
yeah.
1, 2.
Yeah.
It's not you get 10
My
reps and he
hope
gets
is
5.
that as the
It's-
defending champion, I get to go after him.
Yeah. Well, it'll depend on where it is in the show.
Well, yeah, if it's first.
I assume
but
you'll get the first crack in the first event,
would hope
and
so.
then after that, it's
the goal would be to just stay on top.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
we'll see. So that could be a good event. I think that the weight on the 475, that's going to be where all the points really shake out. I think really only 1 or 2 guys get reps on the Trump, especially if we're going to powerlifting depth like Thrones wants to.
Yep.
I think really it's just me, Dan, and Thrones maybe.
Yep.
And depending on how healthy Thrones is with his knee right now, I never know with that
Yeah.
guy. He's kind of fluctuates.
Yeah. He gets his little back flare up or whatever, right?
Yeah, and I can't, again, like, I'm sorry, Mike. I don't know where he is right now with his back injury. I don't know what's going on with
Yeah.
him right
No,
now.
I haven't
So,
chatted with him too much yet on anything.
I mean, I chat with him, but I chat with everybody.
Yeah.
I just lose track of it all. On the women's side, I mean, Jocelyn will take the Trump.
Yeah. Anna was hitting it for reps.
Anna was hitting it for reps.
Yep.
Aaron was hitting it for reps.
Yep.
Emma should take the Trump, no?
No.
No? What's her best squat?
She'll have her hands full with the 275. I think
Okay.
she's squatted 250 or something like that.
Okay, that's not too bad.
I can't remember if we tried her on it here.
Okay.
I feel like we did one day. I can't remember.
That Madison girl's strong, but I don't know how much she squatted.
Yeah, I don't know if she's there yet.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Again,
She's
I just don't
she's
know
new
much.
to lifting in general. So
Yeah.
like, you can't just learn how to brace and how to
can't,
squat
no.
and how to, especially a squat. A squat is
And then
a
how to
very
apply wraps, then everything.
yeah.
It's
A squat is a very compound. It's a technical movement. It's not like a dumb deadlift. You know what I mean? Like yeah.
Nicole. I do respect Nicole. I don't think
Yeah,
she's
just a
gonna.
little
She'll
small,
go for the
yeah.
Trump or she'll go for the light.
I would
light
say
bar.
so. Yeah. Just on sheer size.
I mean,
Just a
so
tiny
we know
woman.
that Anna, Aaron, Joe will get reps on the heavy one for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Maybe if Michelle toughens up and lets me wrap her knees properly.
I think I have that video still.
Still mad at me. She's so tough, and yet as soon as I start wrapping her knees, I hate you, I hate you. Ah!
Yeah.
She's gonna kill me for this. If I show up in a gutter, you know what happened.
Wow, her
Love
hip is
Michelle.
still bugging her too. So yeah.
Yeah. And also
I know
with
she'll
the-
get the low one. So
yeah, and with the shoulder and stuff, I just don't think it's worth risking it.
She's got a MRI scheduled, or she did her MRI, and then she gets it looked at.
Okay.
July 3rd, I think she said.
Okay, it's not too
So
bad
then
then.
they'll see what they got to do to that shoulder. So this
Hopefully,
is just trying to get through
yeah.
it.
I would like it to be over for her with that shoulder. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just be healed and moved
Yeah.
on and just done. It's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
it's frustrating. It's frustrating to watch as like like her quote teammate, right? They were all hanging out together and training together. It's frustrating to watch her have to deal with that because
Yeah.
she is such a competitor.
Yeah.
And it's like she just.
And it's not her fault. It's
It's not
nothing
her
you can.
fault. It's just you just
Oh,
can't.
do more rehab. No, dude. There's some
she
shit
used
that's wrong
She
in
used to
there.
max out a lot. It might have been her fault, and she knows that. She won't be mad at me for saying that.
Yeah.
She's aware. She's aware. She used to train like an idiot.
Yeah.
Still occasionally.
Yeah, still occasionally.
So she's aware. That's not. That's not
So,
outrageous.
Michelle, you
for
do
me,
anything
so.
dumb today? Yep.
Yeah, 3 things actually. And one very little dumb thing.
What's that?
You know.
I know.
Yeah.
Very little.
But I think I got to bet on Joss on this one.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yep.
If I had to, I bet on myself. But Dan very well might chip me. Like,
He's-
the reality is
yeah.
Dan is looking obnoxiously strong this year.
Yep.
He's fresh.
Yep.
He has just had all the stresses, and this is not to make excuses.
Yeah.
The reality
I
is
agree.
like
Yep.
I'm beat to crap.
Yeah. I felt amazing after a couple months of not competing.
Yeah. No, I feel like crap still.
I definitely feel like crap now.
Can kick the
My
crap out
arm,
of
like I'm
us.
trying to get on the squat bar, and this is clicking and moving, and I ended up like hands out on the plates because I'm like, this is all I got. I can't do it.
Are you just playing this up so when you get your sponsored kit, it's like, it healed me. I'm fixed.
Look, buy my gear.
I'm magically healed. The lizard people magic works.
Gord Grim 10.
Grim 10. Just Grim 10.
We got to figure that out.
Gordo 10. Gordo 10.
Gordo 10 at checkout.
Let us know in the comments, what should Gord's code be?
Give us some ideas.
Keep it PG.
Maybe not PG.
PG-13.
Yeah. PG-13 when we were
Nothing over
when I was
18A.
18. You're definitely seeing boobies.
Yes.
PG-13. Yes.
But I think that would be a tight battle between me and Dan on that one, I think.
Yeah.
And then I think Jocelyn will be battling it out with Anna, but I think
sure.
I think experience will win on that one.
Yep.
I do think experience will win on that one.
Anna's 20 something.
Something like that.
Too. I mean,
That's not an excuse.
It's hard, yeah. Cause
She was there last year too.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah, and she just gets better and better and better. So
Yeah,
it's nice to see battles. I love watching battles. It's
love-
not fun. It's no fun winning a show by 10
No,
points.
I love. Speak for yourself. I enjoyed winning nationals by 5 points. That was very nice. Came out of the last event. I'm sure Colton would also disagree. He very much enjoyed winning Westerns by 10 points
By 10 points
or whatever
yeah.
he got me by. So
Yeah.
the thing with Anna is like, I love the fact that Strongman's just side quest for her
yeah.
because she is so young, and it's like
Yeah, she just throws a few
do your
events
Olympic
in her
lifting.
training with her regular
But it's like,
lifting, and then goes
she's
and
a
smashes it.
very good plumber.
Yep.
She's a very good Olympic weightlifter, and she just hops in for fun.
Yeah.
She's so nice.
Oh yeah.
You can't compliment her.
No.
You want to get in her head on game day? Just tell her how great she is, and she'll just be like, she's shy, she's
Crumble.
bashful. You're so strong, Anna. Just stop. Just admit it. Just admit it. You're strong.
Just
Deal
be
with
like,
it.
damn, I'm strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
So then, what do you think the next event is there?
We had the Max Farmer to start. I'm gonna guess it's the start. That's the way it kind of was always laid out on.
Was that how it was laid out online?
It's laid out as
Okay.
Max Farmer, then the squat,
So I got a wild card on this one.
then the throw. What else was there?
Death medley.
Death medley. And what's the fifth event?
Sorry, one more time.
Farmers,
Yep.
big jerk,
Yep. Squat.
squat.
Throw. The other
Throw.
one we just talked about.
Yeah, squat, throw. Yeah.
Yeah. So Max Farmers though.
What do you think the heaviest farmer will be? 4? 25 feet,
I think
depending
honestly,
on the handles. If
depending on the
big dog
handles.
Yeah.
I think Dan has been working really hard on his grip.
Yeah.
He could be a dark horse on this one because he doesn't post anything.
Yeah,
But I know
'cause he used to have a
he was
whole-
talking
Yeah.
about a 400 farmers.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll happen or not. I think
That's wild,
Nate
man.
could surprise some people. Well,
Yeah.
no, people who know Nate know his grip's
Oh, yeah.
mental.
Yeah.
So he could go over 4.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I know that's what he's looking forward to.
Yeah, he's going to crush this one.
Yep.
Same thing, Thrones has a very good grip.
Yeah.
He'll be a dark horse on this one as well.
Yeah.
This is an event that I would likely finish maybe outside the top 5 even.
Really? Eh? Yeah.
My farmer, I've never practiced farmers.
Yeah.
All I've had in my
And it's
career
about
has been
selections.
minis.
I assume it's going to be powerlifting stuff. You're going to get 3.
I
It'll be
think so.
It'll be ascending weight, but 3 attempts.
But also, you
I
only have
assume.
so many runs in you.
Yeah.
with farmers,
you gotta
right?
choose
So,
your runs right. You could choose. You could be 40 pounds.
I'm just
short
going to
on
show up
handles.
and try to hit a PR. I don't even really know what my best is. Like
Yeah.
we're all over the place, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Again, I've tried farmers like once.
Yeah.
So I don't really.
I kind of know where mine's at. I don't know where my max is. I haven't had enough that I put down in
You're
25
looking
feet,
good,
but
though.
I think it'll be fine.
Yeah,
yeah.
you're looking good.
I'm not going to lose a bunch of points there.
No, I'm not
I'll
gonna.
score
I'm not
points.
gonna lose a
do
bunch
what
of
I do.
points.
I just score points. I don't, where it shakes out in the end is where it shakes out in the end. Like,
Yeah, we'll see what
yeah.
happens.
There's not an event there that I'm like, oh, I'm terrible at that one.
Yeah, exactly. On the women's side, I mean, I think the women's side will be very exciting.
Yeah.
So on the men's side, like I think, Nate's gonna run away with this.
Yeah.
Thrones, I think, is gonna run away with this too.
Yeah.
I really think his grip is so good.
Yeah.
I think he'll be really good with that.
Well, yeah, he pulls 700.
There's a lot of
hook
guys.
grip.
There are a lot of guys who have very good grips.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a really good time. Which is ironic because all three of the Canadian pros are like we're known for having crappy grips.
Yeah.
Dan might have fixed that. I'm working on fixing it.
Yeah.
But all the amateurs have great
Your grip's
grips.
not bad.
But all the
I
amateurs
don't
have great
think
grips.
your grip is not
But as
a
far as
hole in your game.
competitive,
Yeah.
right? Like it's just not that good. I think Dan, Tyler, and I finished bottom pack in the Hercules hold last year at Magnus. Like just
Right.
for perspective,
Yeah.
right? And when it comes to Canadian grip, we're really not up there, and they'll be the first ones to admit that.
Yeah.
Same thing, like hey, Dan's a great presser. Like Tyler made the comment of like, it's a good thing Dan's doing something because Manglar and I aren't. It's like, yeah, no, we suck at pressing. Like we're aware of this. We're self-aware. You can't say anything to us that we don't say to ourselves.
Yeah.
But the amateurs all have great grip.
Yeah.
Like, Jeremy's grip is great. I'm
Yeah.
sure he's bummed to miss this one.
Yep.
Nate's got a great grip. Like a lot of guys have really good grips.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, even Darcy was throwing around 320. I think he had 320 something.
not bad.
Yeah.
So
And he
really
went
good.
40 feet. I was like, why are you going 40 feet, bro?
Yeah, it was at 25.
Yeah.
He's a bodybuilder.
Yeah. Bodybuilders. They don't really listen.
No.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Darcy.
his traps are in the way of his ears.
Just a brick.
But I think the women's side will be really good. Because I know Anna and Jocelyn have both hit some really heavy numbers.
Yep.
I know Michelle's kind of hit or miss, but she's had some big farmers.
Yeah.
I don't know how Emma's farmers are.
They're okay.
They're okay.
They're
I assume Erin's got good farmers just 'cause she's kind of just a well-rounded athlete.
yeah, she's a very well-rounded athlete, yeah.
I think it'll be a good battle.
Yeah.
Well, there'll be some selections.
Women's grip is, they're a lot better at it than you would think. You
I'm
wouldn't
curious,
think-
are they going to split points, though, or are they going to let a fourth attempt happen? That's what I want to know.
I say fourth attempt.
Yeah, I don't want a bunch of points split.
Yep.
That was the one thing with Westerns. There were a couple points where like
It just
we
makes
split
for a
across
long
like 4 or
show.
5 guys. Yeah,
It
it's
makes,
just
and then it makes the show the gap too big that it
the
makes
only
it so
thing
you
is
can't
that
get
with
back,
the squat and the big jerk, you already have 2 events that are going to take a while. I think.
Yep.
So I could
Yeah,
see
they're
them
both
just
max
letting
events,
the points split just because.
It's a smaller show though, so max events are better in smaller
That's true.
shows.
It's not
than
that
they
small
are
of a show, though.
Weight class.
The weight,
But it's
I'm
one
not.
change. You're not changing
True.
weights 5 times.
True.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I think the Max Farm is going to be exciting though.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know how it is for spectacle.
It's taxing, and I want to know how that affects the rest of the show.
That's what I'm curious.
Because it's
about.
like
It's
you'll
gonna-
take
it's
yourself
gonna
to
hurt.
pass out if you're
Oh yeah, it's
if you're
gonna
good
hurt.
enough. Yeah.
It's gonna hurt. So we'll see. We're assuming then it'll be the big jerk afterwards.
I would think
So
so. Yeah.
that'd be interesting because I think we'll see. I have Dan winning this event. He's put 400 pounds
yeah.
overhead. Like
Yeah.
he'll win the event. He'll do what
Yeah.
he needs to do to win. I'm nowhere near that.
Yeah. Then you and Jesse's jumping in, so it'll
Yeah,
be
Jesse Morrison, not on
Yeah.
the list here. So Jesse, if
Yeah.
you didn't pay, maybe talk to Tyler. But Jesse's
Yeah.
a phenomenal
And he's
Olympic
looking to-
lifter. He's
yeah.
hit 365 pretty comfortably.
multiple
He
times,
said
I
he
feel
wants
like,
to hit
yeah.
385 on game day, so he could
Yeah.
throw some points in. Because I know he can't do the squat because he's still healing from his
Sucker punch.
totally
sucker punch.
unmediated. Didn't do anything to
Didn't-
prompt it.
sitting there like a
Sucker
little
punch.
angel.
Yeah, just got
Not drunk and belligerent.
just got knocked out for no reason. Just being a sweetheart.
Love you, Jesse.
Love you, Jesse. So he can't do the squat because he's having pressure in his face still.
Yeah, he doesn't want his eye to pop out of his head.
Which is
apparently.
reasonable.
don't want
He
my eyes to pop out of my head
he
either.
said the farmers is okay.
Yeah.
He said he can do the farmers. It's not as bad as having the weight on his back and
The
just
head
like
pressure,
the
yeah.
internal
Oh
pressure.
yeah, you get
so-
good. If you're getting red faced, it's on a deadlift or a squat.
Yeah. But I'd like to do on the jerk. I'd like to do better than my clean and jerk at Westerns, which
Yep.
I think I hit 360 on the axle,
360, yep.
pretty comfortably.
Front rack? Are you going front rack or back rack?
Back
Back rack.
rack. I can do a back rack. I may as well do a back rack.
Yeah.
So I'll be good. Women's side, I think probably Anna.
Yep.
There's no reason she shouldn't. win this one.
She's also a pusher.
She's also a pusher.
Yeah. She'll make sure he doesn't make a mistake. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
That could come down to mistakes. Yeah.
It could come down to mistakes. But
Both
I hope it
sides, for both,
doesn't.
yeah.
I hope it doesn't.
I hope it doesn't either. I want to see them
I'd
both
like
put
for
up big
Joe and
numbers,
Anna
yeah.
to both have a flawless day.
Yep.
So that'll be interesting. I think they'll both go well north of 200.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
No gentlewoman's agreement. You both go
All out. Yeah.
all out. I want to see
Don't
some
hold back.
numbers.
We want to see a show.
Yeah, I want to see some numbers going. So that'll be a good one. I don't really know who's going to be kind of that middle pack after that because I don't
know too many of them.
I'm not really familiar with. I mean, Michelle's shoulders just.
Yeah.
I don't expect her to do a
like
whole lot.
135 up or 125
Yeah, so
or something.
I don't know how much. I know Aaron's done a little bit of split jerking, but
Kim Cornelson was.
she's got a very good split jerk.
had a
Yep.
Olympic coach. She's
got a very good split jerk,
yeah,
so she
I'm
could be
curious.
a dark
I didn't
horse.
even ask. I should have asked where she was at with that.
She's just not very big.
no.
So
But she is just
she is
wound
very
up like
strong.
a top. Yeah.
Yeah, she's very strong, very
Yeah.
very capable. But I just don't know if she's physically large enough to put up that kind of load to
Yeah.
compete with those two. I hope so. That'd be
Yeah.
cool, but we'll see.
Yep.
After that, we're going into the
Throw.
keg throw.
Yep.
I will be shocked if I don't win this.
Yep. You're a good thrower.
I'm a good thrower.
7'12".
Yeah, I'm a good thrower. I'm
Jeez.
tall.
You're halfway to the. It's like me throwing over a 12-foot bar.
Yeah, if I lose this event, I'll be very disappointed in myself, even unpeaked and.
Yeah.
I'm a good thrower. That's one of my things that I'm very confident in saying I'm good at.
Yep.
And I'm better at throwing a keg than I am at throwing a sandbag.
That was pretty fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I was chucking that thing. So
Yeah.
it's only 22 pounds, but still.
We'll get some weight in it.
It's got some weight. So I felt good about it. Plus, you got to throw when Derwinski's the one judging you.
Yeah.
You got to chuck it.
Yeah, you gotta chuck
He's
it.
a very good thrower. So,
I'm coming for you, Wes.
yeah.
You got to throw down. You hit that last bag.
Exactly. Well, did I tell you? No, I can't talk about that. I don't think they haven't announced it yet. But
All right.
we'll talk off air.
We got too many secrets.
I know.
How's
Well,
a podcast
I just
have
can't
this many
actually talk
secrets?
about it.
I know. I
Yeah,
couldn't either.
unfortunately.
So I don't know the
Well,
feeling.
they haven't told us we can't talk about CSM events, but like that hasn't been announced yet, so I'm just not going
Yeah,
to.
respect.
Just respectfully.
Respect for JF.
Yeah, I just also I'm scared of him.
Yeah. Because you tell this person, they tell that person, and JF hates you, and you're in trouble.
You saw that video of JF one motion. It's
yeah.
just ridiculous.
I think I
for those
can
of you
one
who
motion.
didn't see, he walks up and goes, "I think I can one motion," and we're like, "What?" And he picks up this drill bit dumbbell and he gets it to about here, and she goes, "Nope," and he throws it about 10 feet in front of him. We're just like,
$15,000 dumbbell just chucks it. Easy, JF.
That thing was
thing's
not
worth more than
broken.
my
That
car.
thing was not breaking. That was, but I've never seen someone manhandle 200 pounds like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like I've always been kind of like the whole. You guys are like, oh, if you're under 200 pounds, your victim weight. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
come on, that's a little. But I'm just, I watched that and I was like,
Okay, I get it.
there might be some truth to that. Like, so if you're under 200 pounds, just know that JF could grab you by the belt and
Neck.
chuck you overhead, or the neck, whatever he wants to. Really, that guy's grip is insane.
Wring your neck like a chicken.
Just absolutely obnoxious. But yeah, so I think I will win this.
Yeah.
I feel very good about that.
I don't know how good of a thrower Thrones is.
I'm not good at thrower. Most
Darcy's
people
a good
are.
thrower.
I don't know if I've seen any of these people throw.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're a good thrower.
I'm okay.
You're okay.
Yeah.
I will crush you though.
I know. We got to proportionalize
We're friends,
this.
but I will
We got to
crush you.
find a Wilkes.
No, it's an open show.
Wilkes.
It's an open show.
We're doing
No,
Wilkes.
no.
I'll figure it out later.
GL points.
GL points for throwing.
No. Height coefficient.
Yeah. We'll get Thrones to do the math of the actual show later.
Cam was a pretty good thrower at the novice show.
That's true.
Reasonably light weights. I don't know if he's on a keg,
Yeah.
but he was a good thrower.
Yeah, it doesn't really say where the kegs are going to start.
I
'Cause
think that
hopefully
Owen
it's about
guy
a
is.
45-pound bag and then the kegs because I'm good to
I
45.
think that Owen guy is about 6'2", 6'3".
Okay.
I think. I could be very wrong. I've only met him once or twice.
Yeah, I've drawn a blank. I tried
Yeah,
looking a couple
you tried.
guys up there
You
and I
tried.
lost.
Is that Thrones I could see being a good thrower. Depends again. How's his back going to like that explosive movement?
True.
Depending on if it's tweaked or not.
Yep.
I hope it's not.
Yeah.
I really hope it's not.
I'm curious to see him throw down.
The women's, if Joe doesn't win, she's a top 3
Ridiculous
sandbag thrower in
the
her
world,
age
yeah.
division in the world. Like,
Yeah.
she's just phenomenal. I know Anna's a good thrower.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone is placed that high at that caliber of competition with that heavy of a run
Yeah.
in Manitoba ever.
Yeah.
So Joe, I have her taking this one. Anna might be close behind.
Yep. And he knows mistake.
And a mistake, right? Throwing, especially a mistake, can kill you.
Yeah.
Especially with
I
these
make
kegs.
a mistake every throwing run I've ever
But
done.
especially with these kegs, if you miss with the keg,
Yeah.
it rolls
I don't know
and
if the
runs
girls
on
are getting
you.
kegs though.
No, sorry, but for us, if you make a mistake, that keg's gonna run.
Yeah.
It's not just gonna flop like a
No,
sandbag.
remember
It's gonna, it ran about 20 yards that way.
Definitely not throwing it like that.
No,
That thing was gonzo.
I mean I'll throw it like that because
Yeah,
I'll clear it.
You're just gonna clear. Yeah,
I'm just gonna
clear
eat
2
them.
bars.
Erin's a pretty good thrower.
Yeah, she might come in out of nowhere too.
Emma's an okay thrower.
No,
Okay. Yeah.
sorry, Em.
know.
She's learning. She's learning.
Yeah, she's learning.
She's got she's just got
Michelle.
hustler. She will
she's
be.
okay, but her
Yeah.
shoulders.
Yeah,
just
she has
hurting her.
the mobility issues.
I can see Kim doing good on throwing.
Because we did some throwing the other day. Michelle
see
was,
Kim
she was,
doing well
yeah, she was happy with her throwing. So
Yeah, she's
and Kim
explosive.
would be Kim was throwing the other day. She's a good thrower.
And then finally we
She
have
was shockingly good at everything.
Oh, and
everything we
Shram.
did.
Shram's been practicing.
Shram's a good
He's got
thrower,
those. He's got those weird vintage kegs.
Yeah,
They're like oblong.
there's a couple of those. Those are the ones with like the plug in the side, and it's like
Yeah, but
for,
they're like
for a
rounded
cork bung.
out.
Yeah.
It's weird. I remember, and he's like throwing them at a branch. He just about
He's
took himself
got his
out.
branch,
He just about took himself out. It's like, oh man, what are you doing?
Yeah, wonders why he's got knee problems. Probably stepping in potholes, trying to
Yeah,
throw in the
probably.
cow pasture, stepping in cow pies. Those hard ones will roll an ankle.
Oh,
I had to do
yeah.
a shack the other day, and we went into a cow field, and I come around the trailer, giant cow pie, just fresh. I just about lost a boot in that thing. And then there's landmines everywhere. I'm like, oh my god, trying to put up a cell shack.
Oh yeah, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think everyone's least favorite event of the day,
Ugh.
the death
Can we just
medley.
skip it? Let's just do like we'll all get together. We'll just boycott.
The death medley.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to it personally. Moving events are my thing. I don't know how heavy of a tire it's going to be.
Yeah, that's going to be like, is it a semi tire? Is it a tractor tire? Is it a?
Oh, I would
Yeah.
guess it's probably a semi-tire. I would think.
Yeah, they're around
That's-
150 pounds.
That's what they used to carry at World's
Yeah.
Strongest Man.
I think so. Yeah.
Semi-tire. So whatever, you throw it over your shoulder, go.
Yeah.
We do the Eddie Hall method. You get
Kind
the
of
middle
scoop
and
it. The
hold it
duck
and
walk.
waddle.
Yeah.
So I think
Every
that'll be a
inch
good
counts.
one.
Every inch counts. Well, if you can't pick it up, every inch counts.
Ironically, though, I think this is going to be one of the ones where people have. Everyone will get the first implement.
Yep.
If it's the same drag you guys had, everyone get the second implement.
No, Tyler knew. He learned from that one. We all learned from
Yeah.
that one. It was just a little bit too late.
So we'll see what he does for the drag. I'm curious. I know he wants to use that anchor chain.
Yeah.
You just got to maybe like fasten the anchor chain to something.
Yeah.
You'd probably fashion a sled
Could,
to
yeah.
it.
If you had a longer chain,
You said a smaller chain.
well, longer, because then we could pick it up. If you gave it a yank and picked
But
it
if,
up,
even if you had a smaller chain, you could like fasten to it.
or you just got to pick the fucking link. Take the chain right off it. Yeah. That would be ignorant.
Just throw it over your shoulder and go. 600-pound chain.
Yeah, no big deal. 200 pounds a link.
Why not?
That could make it very difficult.
That'd be very difficult.
Yeah.
I'd love it though.
Hopefully he doesn't get that
I mean,
idea
the
before the show.
300-pound train wheel for the men.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to pick up.
Yeah, he's got to have it off the ground somehow, surely.
Yeah, I don't know.
On
There's
a
nothing.
mat or something.
There's nothing grabby on it. Like everything's rounded from what I kind of saw because they had it on the
Yeah.
girls dragged it.
Oh right, yes.
So, or do you stand it up and put your hands in the
Just-
hole?
I could see
duck
someone.
walk
I
it?
could see someone losing a finger.
Yeah. And that's one of those things. If it is elevated and you put it down, are you gonna get it back up?
I don't think you're gonna
I
back
don't
up.
think you're
You
gonna
have
back
to
up,
carry it till you go.
Yep.
And probably one of the ones where you gotta have a mat, like someone's running in front of you with the mat.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't put a hole through the
And maybe on
tarmac.
that last one, you just I don't know if he's gonna let you just battle to the end, or is it once you put it down, that's it.
I have no idea. Well, I think if it's time cap, you'll let you battle, but I don't think there's really much to battle. Once you duck walker, you kind of like put it down.
Yep.
Again, of all these guys, I think I win this personally. I think Dan will be right
You're a
behind me.
mover. Yeah, you're a mover, boy.
I'm a mover. I'm confident in that, honestly. I'm comfortable saying that. I mean, Dan's beat me in every press event we've done. I think I've beat him in most moving events we've done. Which is a nice
Yep.
little dichotomy.
You guys
So,
kind of have your thing.
yeah, we have our two things. But I think it's going to be a very close battle. And yeah, I think that'll be a good event. I think Shram could do okay. It'll be, does his knee limit him?
Yep.
Same
Yeah,
with
he
Thrones.
might
I
be,
think
yeah.
Thrones could do well.
Yeah.
He's quick. It'll just be
He's
a matter
fast,
of,
yeah.
again,
And-
like, is he healthy right now? I'm going to message you after. Thrones, we're talking all this crap like you're unhealthy. I'm going to message you after this. say,
You'll
"Are
actually
you
get
healthy?"
the message before the show comes out, so
Should we call
whatever.
Thrones?
Yeah. We're not talking about
Yeah, that's a whole other podcast. I'll be
yeah,
like,
well,
all right, bye.
we're
hang
here
on."
too. I gotta go to bed eventually. Yeah.
So he would do very well. Darcy did well with the sandbags.
He's fast.
He's quick.
Yeah, and he's adaptive. Like
Yeah, that'll be
he's
good.
watching and figuring. That's what I like about him. That's where him and I are very similar. He's mechanic-y thinking. We're always
Yeah.
thinking why, what, how. You know what I mean? You're watching, going, what do I got to do? You know?
And again, we're saying a lot of the same names here.
Yep.
Repeatedly. I don't want to sound like, it's like the other thing too is I don't know what a lot of these
We don't know.
guys
Yeah,
do
we don't know
anymore.
the other guys. So we
I
will
have-
definitely discuss it after. We'll be like,
Ryder.
hey, that guy?
Yeah.
No idea where he came
I
from.
have-
Great job, though.
I have Ryder coming probably dead last because he doesn't know what's happening.
I am.
We'll see.
Hey, you know you're doing
I'm
Manitoba
gonna have to
Strongest
teach him to
Man? I
jerk
am.
in 2 days. All right, that's new.
He'll pick it up.
He'll figure it out somehow.
You tell him pick it up. That's what he'll do.
Women's
Well, how'd you pick it up? I don't know. You told me to pick it up.
exactly. Women's side, what are they doing?
They had
They have
their
tire.
last is a keg.
Lost,
They have a
right,
tire,
they have
drag, and a
180
keg.
pound keg or
Yeah,
something.
180, 185 or something like that. Yeah.
I think I'd rather have the chain wheel. To be honest.
Yeah. Kegs are not fun to run.
Kegs are not fun to
I
carry.
did that one in Tolstoy, and yeah.
I remember that.
I
yeah.
screwed that up, but yeah.
Yeah, but I think I'd rather have the train wheel to be totally honest. But
Yep.
I'm trying to think. When it comes to kegs, experience starts to matter.
Yep. On how to carry it.
So, I mean, again, Joe has carried kegs.
Yep. She's a good keg loader.
Michelle has carried kegs.
Yep.
Aaron is a good loader,
Yep.
and she did Tolstoy last year.
did Tolstoy
so
last
she would
year,
know.
yep.
I don't know if Anna's done a show with a keg.
Yep.
I'm
And it's a
assuming
heavy keg.
They, to be fair, they do have kegs
Yeah.
to practice with at Iron Age, so she
Oh, yeah.
probably has been well
Definitely
practiced.
practiced. Yeah.
But we'll see on day of. Like all the kegs are different.
Yep.
But I think again it'll be those.
And drag's
same,
a drag. The drag could
drag's
go
a
one.
drag.
It could go one of two ways. It could be
Yeah.
you can set it to be what you want, but then you throw it on that surface with that temperature
Yeah.
that day, and it could go from that to way too light, or it can go
Yep.
from that to way too heavy, and you just
I
don't know.
think.
Yeah, friction is.
I think this event's where Michelle throws some points on the board
Yeah.
and kind of screws things
Oh,
up because
she's a machine
her
when she's
drag is
dragging.
so fast.
Yeah. When she's
think,
healthy, she's a heck of a
Again,
mover.
moving
Yep.
event,
Yep.
Anna, very, very quick.
Yep.
I think on the women's side, this is going to come down to borderline stopwatch error
Could be. Yeah.
between that. I think between Anna, Aaron, Joe, and Michelle.
Yep.
I think this comes down to stopwatch error.
Yep.
To be totally honest, and not stopwatch error, not to say anything, but I think it's going to get to the point where it's like there'll be
It's
like
gonna
a
be
tenth
tight.
of a second.
Yeah,
It'll
it's
be
gonna be
tight.
tight, yep.
So that'd be good.
Yeah.
But
That's going to be a battle, a grueling one.
what would your predictions be for both sides?
For podium?
Yeah.
For podium, I can't really say in particular order, but I do think Joss, Anna for sure.
You have Joss winning. You're married. We get it.
Whatever. Yeah. And then who else was there? Aaron.
Aaron, Michelle, Emma, Kim.
Yeah, I do think Aaron is very capable of being in that top three.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same. I think
Yeah. And Anna could win the show. Like it could be her show to win this time.
Anna could win the show. Listen, I think it'll just come down to experience on a few things, and
Yep.
depending on, it'll come down to the squat.
Yep.
Whoever wins the squat out of the women, I think, between Joe and Anna,
Yeah.
I think that decides who wins the show.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly,
Yep.
'Cause they're closest on that one. I think Jocelyn wins the throw.
Yep.
They're close on the medley.
Yep.
Anna will win the overhead probably. I think Joe will eke her out on the farmers,
Yep.
just from a fatigue standpoint.
Right. Yeah, Joe's farmers are looking.
She's just got a
Yep.
slightly bigger gas tank.
Right.
Just from training, Olympic lifting, you don't have maybe always have that gas tank. Anna's very athletic. I'm not taking anything away from her,
Yeah.
but it's just a specific application to strongman training,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I think it'd be close. I don't think it's unreasonable to say Anna wins. I don't think it's unreasonable
I think
to
it's
say
a
Jocelyn
coin.
wins.
I think it's a coin flip.
I think it's
Yeah.
coin flip between those two, and there'd be no
And,
shame.
and no shame in whichever
And
one
there's
wins,
no
yeah.
shame in either one of them
No.
losing to the other.
Two of the strongest girls in Manitoba.
And
for
yeah,
sure.
honestly,
Yeah.
I think Aaron could be a solid for a third.
Yeah.
I don't think she believes that. I don't
Probably
think Aaron
not,
believes
yeah.
that she'll be a podium contender based on your guys' conversations, but I think she's going to surprise herself, honestly.
Yeah.
Shelby's nodding her head over there. They're besties now. Yeah,
Until game day.
exactly. Till game day. Then you're super besties.
Then we're super besties. Yeah. That's strong, man. Yeah. We don't get the game day cattiness.
men's side.
Oof. Well, you and Dan.
Yeah.
And then three would I after
Three's-
looking at the
three's
list.
tough.
After looking at the list, I want to say Thrones.
I would like nothing more,
Yeah.
honestly. He's done so much for the sport. I'd like
Yeah.
nothing more to see him pop out and have
Yeah.
a good win. Obviously, the competitor in me says, I'm going to win the show. I'm going to
Yep.
repeat. Dan very well might get me.
Yeah.
He's looking so good.
Yep.
And again, it's not an excuse. He's fresh.
Yep.
I'm very much not. I didn't even want to do the show
Yeah.
until Tyler announced Derwinski was doing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, so
Money's a good motivator for you.
Wes has a reputation, and he won't ever see this, but Wes has a reputation for being one of the kind of the crustier veterans that you have to earn the respect of.
Okay.
In a good way, right?
Yep.
Like he's like, he doesn't just because you're a pro
He's not that
doesn't.
old, is he? Wasn't he only
no,
22?
No, he's only. He is. He's only.
Devin
That's
and
a
them.
joke. I think he's only like 29. He's only
Yeah,
a year
he's
older
not
than I
older,
am.
yeah.
But he's
been doing it for
He's been
10
doing
years.
it for
Yeah.
forever, right?
Yeah.
But he's one of those guys where like he's got a job, he's got a wife, like he has a life,
Yeah.
and it's not just because you're a pro doesn't mean you're friends.
No.
You got to earn that respect.
Yeah, working class guys are working class guys.
Yeah, you have to earn the respect. You have to work your way up.
And that's, I think that's perfectly healthy.
If it had been Jeffers or Tristan they flew in, I don't care. I'll skip the show. I feel like crap. But it's like when you got one of those Eastern guys who you don't see all that often, it's like,
Yeah.
all right.
Well, yeah, you're close with Jeffers and Tristan and those
Yeah,
guys
it's like
too.
they wouldn't
it's
think
more-
it. I mean,
No.
they would relentlessly harass me.
Oh,
But it's
absolutely.
like I feel
You'd
like
never live it down.
You know, with the West, it's like, well, I don't want the first, especially those guys who compete in the East. Like they compete all the time. It's like you can't have your first impression of these guys being like, oh, well, I had a show 2 weeks ago, so I'm not doing this one. They're just gonna be like,
Yeah.
2 weeks. That's a long time. Like you didn't compete the weekend in between. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Nah,
So kind of that final straw, and also too like when Jeremy got hurt too.
Yep.
I was like, I honestly think Dan can win this show.
Yep.
In all seriousness, like he's looking so good,
Yeah.
and I love that. I don't think Dan's beat me in the times we've gone against each other.
Not yet, no.
So I mean, it'd be a
Yep.
good time to do it.
Yep. And I feel like he's
It's a good show
like
for him.
very high
He's done-
percentagely better than he was.
Oh
Just,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
And he was good.
his mustache
Like,
alone.
There's no
improved
saying he wasn't very good.
120%.
Like he was good,
No.
but he's gotten a lot better.
Yeah, Dan has dramatically improved his game in the off season. And also too is like there's no shame in me losing to Dan
No,
at all,
no.
at all. So
There'd be shame in you losing to me,
that would
like
never
for the
happen.
rest of their life.
I would never ever
Hey, careful what you say.
First time competing, like against
head to head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be like way down there.
I'm going
but
to crush him.
I will
There'll
crush
be no
you.
mercy.
Can you just go easy?
I actually
on
don't
me?
care about the show. I care about how many guys are between me and Gord. Dan could beat me, but as long as there's like 18 guys between me and Gord, I'm
He doesn't
content.
mean that. He loves me. He
Yes,
wants me
I
just
do.
below him.
But yeah, so whichever way it goes, I'm content. And then yeah, for third, I could see Thrones sneaking up there.
Yep.
I really could see him. I think you could surprise yourself. I think you could crack the top 5.
Yeah, we'll see.
I
I'd like
I
to. I want to mix up some points. I
I
want to
think
be
you
in
could.
there. Yeah.
I really think that you could surprise yourself.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
I'm gonna give it everything I have, and I know what numbers I want to hit for my best show, and where that lays out. It doesn't matter to me.
No.
You know what I mean? As long
And
as
it's-
I lay out my show the way it's for me, this show is part of the grand scheme. Like the bigger shows for me is my master stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like that stuff, and that's what I just need to get better at what I'm doing every show, and that's literally all I care about. And I just want to go bang with the
have
boys.
Zero
Yeah.
expectations of doing better. So, I mean, like
I have expectations of doing better.
I cannot. Like I said, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything because as soon as you say, "Oh, I didn't come out at 100%," to be someone who goes out there. So let's say Dan wins. There's be some. Oh well, Langler wasn't just like no, Dan won.
Yeah.
Right, Dan won. It's something with like Tyler. It's like if he'd take it, it's like no, I won last year. Right, like that's how it works.
Yep.
Doesn't matter where it points out. You beat who you beat.
Yep.
But I think that I'm definitely not mentally all in on this show right now. To be totally honest, I've touched maybe 2 of the events. Like, well, I took the whole week off after Westerns. I needed it, and then last week was very light. I mean, I'm already in CSM prep. Like, I have 10 weeks. or 9 weeks now, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't have the luxury of time. I can't be like the Magnus show. Like I'm not training for it
Yep.
at all. Like there's some carryover, but it's like I'm just not doing it. Like,
Yeah.
I can't spread myself that thin. It's like CSM it's been a huge goal of mine since I started the sport, and I am not gonna let that first time there not be everything I want it to be.
Yep.
Because
No,
I've
for
decided to prioritize other shows that didn't matter as much to me. CSM to me is the pinnacle
Oh,
in
absolutely.
Canada. So it's like I'm going to put my effort there.
Yeah.
That said, I'm hesitant to say that because as soon as you say something like that, it's like, oh well, what if Dan beats him? It's like, well, no, the better man will win. This
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
Plain and simple. And
Well, it's like the caveat's always, oh, well, that guy won, but so and so made a mistake or whatever. It doesn't.
No,
It's
that
part
guy
of part
won.
part of strongman is
not
not
making
making
mistakes.
mistakes.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you made a mistake, you lost.
You lost.
You know, gym lifts don't mean shit.
no, you got to do it. You got to perform under pressure on the day of.
Yeah.
I'm predicting a very good day from Dan.
Yeah.
I don't think it's unreasonable to see 400 pounds overhead. I don't think it's unreasonable to maybe see a 400 farmers.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out there and do the best I can, try to defend my title because, pride does matter.
Yeah.
And this show does matter.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and actually, we were talking to Thrones about this where I think everyone's really bummed that Tyler can't do it.
Yeah.
And everyone's really bummed that Jeremy can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't say it doesn't cheapen the show, but it's like, it just feels a little empty.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's just like, you just know, especially the fact that Tyler is there, but it's like next year, what we were talking about maybe doing is because Thrones has the live stream equipment.
Yep.
Do we do a live stream and people can tune in the chat and we'll basically bring up one of those random name generator wheels.
Yep.
And we'll say, okay, we have a press, a hinge, a medley, something. We'll have like different categories.
Yeah.
You spin the wheel. That comes out. So if it says max log or log for reps or press medley,
Yeah.
that's the event.
Right.
And what we're thought to spice it up is you get the chat gets one veto.
Okay.
So we'll put in all the events.
Holy, we're going straight
They
Big
get
Brother.
one veto. And it has to be 80% majority. Okay, not unanimous,
quick
but it's got to
vote.
be 80% majority.
Yeah.
You get one veto.
Right.
But you don't get to pick. You spin.
Can we spice this up and add betting?
Ooh,
I want to add some gambling.
gambling. A little bit of gambling.
Yeah.
Should we get a liquor license?
We could.
Little
We
liquor
could.
and gambling license.
We'll gamble and proceeds can go to a charity. Okay. Who's the
Good
man?
idea. A little bit of charity. A
Yeah.
little bit of charity action.
Let's do it.
Ooh, hey, you know what? No. Ooh.
Ooh.
We auction off an event.
I pay money to see some stupid shit.
Yeah. You auction off an event. Winner takes all.
Okay.
And you get to pick one event. You get to hand pick an event.
Oof.
No matter
I'd have to
how
think of
ridiculous.
the dirtiest, most ignorant.
I mean, like, no,
event I could
to be
think.
fair, I'm thinking, like, you'd hope that if it's for charity, maybe bidding gets up to $250.
Yeah.
$250 to pick an event.
Right.
Any event you want.
Right. Yeah, and if we can get it so you get the tax receipt
There's
or whatever, if you
one
can set
thing,
it up so it's...
we'll veto it where safety. You
Yeah.
can't do like the sword and the block of ice from World's Strongest Man 88 or whatever that was.
Sword swallowing.
Yeah, none of that stuff. But
That's not a real thing.
if you wanted to do like tackuless stone to shoulder or something
Oh. Yeah,
on
this
a,
could
on a
get...
hot summer day,
Yeah.
like that could be heinous.
Yeah.
Trump style, manhood stone to shoulder, no tacky.
No tacky.
Ooh, that'd
Even
be
with tacky, it's
diabolical.
pretty ignorant. Even with tacky, it's
Even
pretty
with
ignorant.
tacky, it's ignorant. But that would be. But you know what I mean? It's like, that would be fun.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah, it could use
Auction
some
off
thought. Yeah.
one event to the highest bidder.
Right.
Wild card.
Could happen.
Or a raffle. You do a raffle.
Sure.
Because you raise more money that way.
That's true.
So, hey,
You'll
you get to pick one
You get
event.
the $5.
Yeah, one wild card. So you say, we'll make it a 6-event show.
Yep.
You get to traditionally like a press, a hinge,
Yeah, and you could buy multiple times.
a
whatever.
moving event,
Put
two
on
moving
a piece
events,
of paper. Yeah.
and maybe stones, because stones is just a classic strongman event.
Yep.
And then one wild card event.
Yep.
And you get to auction it off. So
By
say,
then we'll make a manhood. We'll make a 500.
yes, manhood stones. But I think then we do. Oh man, yeah. And then you do a little raffle. So you say, hey guys, like whatever, 10 tickets for $20 or 50 tickets for $40 or whatever. And do different tiers.
Yep.
Hopefully raise a couple $100 for
Yep.
whatever charity you want to do.
Yep.
And then whoever wins that draw gets to pick just the most completely belligerent event
Yep.
ever.
I'm in.
I like that. I'm going to suggest that to Tyler. I think that's going to be great.
It's fun to throw around ideas.
Well, it'll be fun,
Then who
but also
knows,
too.
10 more ideas.
So my
could
point
come up,
with all of
but
this being is that then Tyler can compete, and no one can say you tailored anything.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. Yeah,
Right.
I'm not saying anybody would ever do that.
No,
but
I
there's
understand
always
from
that
his
caveat,
perspective. There's going to be
there's so and so
one person who's going to complain to Jeffers across the country, not realizing they're friends, about Tyler did this and that. And I'm just saying, someone's going to do it.
It's not the best idea.
Not the best idea. We're all friends. We're all friends. I won't rat you out by name. If you do it again, I will. It's been a couple.
Warning.
There's been a couple people where I've had to give them the, hey, we're buddies, right?
People
Tyler and have a good laugh about it. Like, people think there's actual beef, and it's like, no, it's not.
yeah,
I think that'd be fun. Well, that could be fun. Yeah, so I guess on that note, we'll wrap up.
I think so,
Hour
yeah.
and 15. And then we'll be back.
we might have to look at some intro music for the pod.
The
hard?
thing is, we have different opinions on what intro music should be.
I think I got a few ideas.
A couple ideas.
Yep.
I was thinking Katy Perry.
I was not thinking Katy Perry.
Madonna. Cher?
We should see if Strong and Petty will release the old it's hard to be alive if you can't do deadlift.
Yeah, there we go. No,
There was that,
it'll be, I think I can one motion.
I think I can one more. You have that audio too, no?
I don't know. We don't have that.
probably
We just have the
Just
video
call
of
him.
him.
Yeah, we'll get
I wonder
him
if
to
I
make us
have
a
the.
video.
I wonder if I have the noise of him throwing it. Just make that the audio.
Yeah,
JF
something
chucking it.
JF, yeah.
Just the
We'll ponder something.
stupidest
For
thing
now,
I've
Katy
ever
Perry,
seen.
go ahead, whatever.
No, it's copyright. We can't afford that. We can't afford Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Copyright. Mark Schramm, do us some guitar music.
Yeah, make us something, Mark.
Yeah, a little
Free
play
sponsorship.
Wonderwall.
Something dirty old cowboy.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay. Well, yeah, we'll be back next week for the recap.
Remember, kids, it's not where you placed, it's what you faced.
No.
You'll figure that part out later.
You're speaking like a sponsored athlete now. But,
You gotta drop feelers.
We'll be back. We're gonna wrap up before Gord thinks of a dad joke. Thank you, Shelby.
The because one was pretty good, though.
That was a good one.
That was good.
Because?
Because?
Why are we ending now? Because?
Would it work twice?
No.
No. Okay. All right.
But no, we'll be back next week with the recap, and then probably the week after we'll do a little Strong Mania preview
Yeah.
because that's gonna be
Fun.
a very good show.
Fun.
So
Yeah, I'm pumped for
okay,
that.
well we're done for today. Till next time.
Peace out, folks. Yeah, baby.